Football, the meal. Warm, broken hamburger served in a clear plastic bag enclosed in a large black trash bag thrown at you from 40 yards.
That's how it is. Here we go. Hi. Once upon a groove on an old soul tune. I watch the pin move to shake the break loose. My crew makes moves, maneuver in the right direction. The rest of you get left behind and messed up in the session. I'm not trying to make a difference. Maybe some pocket change.
Welcome to Drunkcast Live!
Yay!
Episode 244 if you're counting at home. I'm Travis.
I'm Dylan.
This podcast takes place in Austin, Texas. Don's Depot specifically on the patio. The fantastic Christmas
with
patio.
carpet.
Brand new carpet.
Now with carpet. That's I think Don's will go very far if we just make sure we say, it's got carpet now.
On half of the patio.
On half the patio.
That's like air conditioning.
But it's
You're
our
like,
half, so
thanks.
stay
Glad you
up.
advertised that.
Right. Did we put that in neon, though?
Game changer.
Yeah. Patio has carpet.
They're going to start charging us covers, man.
This is a podcast that likes to talk about things that have happened over the week with interesting people. We have Chris Lloyd coming back to the show.
Yeah,
Chris
it's me.
Lloyd is our fact checker, ombuds person in Token. He called himself Token.
Yeah, I did.
I understand where he's coming from, but I'm personally offended
Yeah, he's oppressed.
Vile
because I think he's
Navy
more
hater.
important than that. Well, I mean, that was weeks ago. Across from him is Adam McWaters,
Hello.
our beard and luck dragon.
Oh, hi.
Thanks for coming back to the
That's
show,
right.
guys.
That's right. This is the New Year episode.
Yeah, this is our New Year's episode. This is an episode that'll come out next week. New
It's
Year's.
the final countdown.
It's the final countdown. We got one more day left
Yeah,
in-
gotcha.
or one and a half more days, whatever, in the worst year. Man, 2017 sucks balls.
But you think 2018 is getting better.
Yeah.
You are optimistic.
It can't be worse. I don't know.
Oh, they said that about 2016, sir.
No
Yeah.
one said that about
Oh,
2016.
it's like
Everyone-
Prince died.
Everyone said that about 2016.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because so many dead.
I guess I was in a good mood, so that's really all I care about.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
My 2016 was pretty dope.
Check
you
your privilege, Trav.
know. Yes.
I like
do.
how your optimism is bordering on delusion.
That's what he said. Wait.
That is what
Taylor
he said.
Swift had a good year.
This is a show we like to hang out. We like to do some stuff. What's been going on with you, Chris? It's been a bit.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute. And on that note, having finally listened to the show the last time I was on, I want to thank you guys for having me back because I know that couldn't have been an easy decision.
Episode 242. That was the great Navy.
The
Navy
great
showdown.
military battle.
Navy battle, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Armchair generals.
we do have to follow up for those of you who are signed up for the newsletter. Bless you all, and
Yes.
the rest of you should,
Yeah.
because there was a
Bless you
game
both. Yeah.
in the newsletter about that episode where you were supposed to call into the shot line and go, when exactly did I black out in that show?
And if you guessed close enough,
Right.
you win a
You got a
DCL
prize.
shower curtain.
We didn't get that far. Fortunately, in our dozens of entries, no one got the right answer. Where it was before the show started. I have no recollection of being
Before
on the
he-
show.
Yeah.
It's
whatsoever.
$1. $1.
Right.
It was
If you
before
guessed
he
the
even
first
arrived.
Good
three,
answer.
you were wrong.
Right,
It was well before that.
So, who came closest, I guess? Of the
Yeah, no.
No, yeah,
When I said dozens, I was exaggerating slightly.
by dozens.
by dozens.
If you're curious about what we're talking about now, you can go to drunkcastlive.com and there's a slash there, like drunkcast.com/blank
News?
Oh,
slash news for the newsletter.
you can go to any
go to any page
and
and
it'll fire up in a
pop up will
second.
come
Yeah.
up. Put your
We
email
will
address
bother
in.
you with it.
Pop up will come up. Put your email address in, and you get more information about what we do in the shows, some adjacent stuff, and some further education about not education, but fun stuff. Because Chris put together a
And
pretty good-
possible education.
and possible education, fun-dutainment.
Fun
at the very most.
Yeah. Take that.
Well, I'm glad you had fun. Then on
Yeah,
that-
no,
on
it
that-
was a good time.
Yeah.
I did better than I thought I would. I stand by everything I said. I would have said it with less slurring. But
Sure, sure. So
I
would-
regret nothing.
You would not take any. Okay, well, I
mean,
appreciate that.
I might have
Are you
I might
sure
have been
you-
more diplomatic.
Are you sure you listened to the right episode?
It was so because you got so exasperated.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
It was just such a joy listening to you finally give up on me.
Like your quote was, "This is a laugh, the hardest I've laughed in a car."
yeah. I don't remember exactly, but you finally just went Jesus, and I was like, oh, it filled me with joy that I didn't know I was still capable of. You just finally being out of it. Yeah.
Finally exhausted by your antics.
Yes. Slash news.
Slash news, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, to go do that, you can also go to facebook.com/drunkcastlive for any other updates and things, or just go subscribe to us right now. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, any place where you get podcasts. Just go do that real quick. Maybe leave a comment. And 802-359-7468. Like, this show is not a live show. We're in a live place, but it's not a live show, so you can't call tonight. But that doesn't mean you can't leave a question for next week. We'll put them together. And,
And technically, you could call tonight.
well, yeah, I mean, you can call tonight, but tonight for you is weeks from now.
Will now be
could.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
You could leave
soon.
a Facebook comment. We would get that now, and we could.
Well, still, now will still be then. So
We could schedule a meeting.
It could be a live call. that
We
you
could
don't get
call
to hear
you.
later. Oh,
Yeah. So if you leave a voicemail, we can call you back live on the show.
actually, speaking of that, I didn't even get notified that someone did call.
oh,
Hey, this is Josh, longtime listener, first-time caller.
Oh, he's in Kelly. He's
I
a
just
friend of
wanted
the show.
to say that in the discussion about holiday movies and Christmas movies, you left out Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which I think is a pretty
Oh, that
good
is a fun
contender for
Good
a
Christmas.
new Christmas classic.
Yeah.
It's like Die Hard in that it is a holiday movie. It's not actually about
Black.
the holidays. It is just happening during the holidays. It's like all the soundtrack and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's a contender. All right, yeah. You guys take it easy. Later.
I agree. Moving on.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I didn't.
It's also a really good movie too.
because I've not seen it.
I've never seen it either. So.
Oh no! Oh, it's really great. Yeah.
yeah.
very good.
No, I definitely give it a thumbs up. Not sure I agree
Yeah, not
with
from
you
lack
and
of
Josh,
interest or
but
anything. But,
yeah.
No, it was a weird movie. It came out at a very bizarre time, like before Iron Man. So Robert Downey Jr. wasn't Downey Jr.
Wasn't
again,
redeemed yet.
Right.
and it was him and Val
He was still
Kilmer. And his
mid-rehab.
Val Kilmer's. I haven't gone full weird yet.
Yeah.
Right.
So both
Still
these
in
guys still have cred, but not anywhere near the height of either of their careers.
Sure.
But then Shane Black wrote and directed it, and it's just this.
Oh, it's Shane Black too. Yeah.
So of course
Yeah.
it's
Of course.
Christmas.
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
and
Christmas,
it's
yeah.
Christmas, and it's just this really weird, bizarre take on a film noir detective kind of story. And it's also one of your favorite arguments, Travis, is the what happens if everyone has a cell phone and it changes how movie dynamics work.
Sure.
This movie takes place right before smartphones,
Right.
and that actually has a significant impact on how much access they have to other characters in the story, which
Sure.
actually makes it interesting because it's right on the cusp of we have instant access to everything versus I text, maybe you didn't get it because you were in the hills that day.
okay. Yeah. Sure.
So it's really curious slice of society, how they're looking at it. L.A. weird shit, bullshit. Then on top of that, it's also a film noir, and has Downey Jr. at his honestly, I think at his best because he was clean before he was famous again.
Right.
So he's fucking amazing in the whole movie.
Val
You know, I
Kilmer's-
always
People smoke cigarettes in it.
I always conflate.
That's cool.
Well, and I have a topic, something with that Atomic fucking Blonde. Awful fucking movie. But you know, I actually always conflate Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Hedwig and the Angry Itch.
They're very, very different
I
movies.
know. I haven't seen either of them, but when I think of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I actually think of the cover of Hedwig and the
Angry
because you can replace the titles if you don't know either of the movies. You know, if you're just looking at the cover of Hedwig, you know.
No one gets shot in a Hedwig though.
Well, I mean, bang is a multifunctional word.
Not with an angry inch.
Okay, sure.
It's hardly functional. It's why it's so angry.
It was simulated in the movie, though.
Sure.
Kind of. It's one of my favorite movies. So
Is it? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, check that out. New Christmas classic, I guess.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
All
See
right.
how it stands up to Die Hard and Gremlins.
I mean, can we?
So you feel about that?
Do we all agree? I can't remember. We all agree that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
No, we have
Yes.
No, I agree that it is.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I don't know about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but definitely Die Hard.
Cool. Yeah, because I'm like, just watch Die Hard again if you disagree. Like, it literally.
Is Home Alone. Yeah.
It
is.
That's what I said. Die Hard is Home Alone for grown-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I
A
completely agree.
man separated from his family, trapped inside a building, setting traps for the bad men who have broken in.
Yeah.
And he's trying to reunite with his family because it's Christmas.
And he meets some strangers and makes new friends along the way. It is the same fucking movie. One is a
Well,
kid,
all
one's
movies are the same.
Did you see that video people made about the actual effects of the Home Alone traps and
Oh,
what
yeah.
they would do to people's bones and faces?
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
That's where Die Hard was more technically accurate. Bullet, you die.
Yeah.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. You know, usual stuff.
I'm trying to find the actual
Now I have a
channel for
bucket
that,
full
but
of lead
Yeah.
drop from 30 feet onto your head. I got an owie.
there's a number of people who do it, but go find any of the people who actually, because I like it when they have the gelatin-based skeleton thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they have, I mean, they do it Mythbuster
It's
style.
ballistic
like
gel
ballistic
around
gel
an
around a
actual,
skeleton
like,
or whatever. or whatever the actual thing's made out of, and so they'll have the scene where it's like here's the stairs and here's the big paint can and drop it and just see what kind of actual fucking damage.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Those motherfuckers would be dead, and that
Yeah.
kid would never see his family again. That's what spoilers.
Yeah.
But did he actually see his family, or was he just like holed up alone in his own psychoses? Obviously, because he's killing people in his house over and over again.
Oh, sure. Okay, so like some kind of like
That-
Ooh,
Forget
now-
the medical angle. Let's get a lawyer to analyze where the break, because his parents left him there. Are they not
Are they-
tangentially responsible for these murders?
Right.
Or
right.
or did Kevin McAllister kill his parents?
What are the stand your ground laws in Illinois?
That's also a good point.
Do you have to buy those kids why Daddy went to jail? That book, remember that you got? For,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, and the reason he didn't talk to the cops is because he stole that toothbrush. They didn't.
He had the
Oh,
DNA,
man.
DNA evidence. man.
Ethicists are going to be pondering this for the ages. This is
Yeah, we need sages and a young priest.
well. He thought the guy across the street was a
fucking
serial
oracle.
killer.
Right.
I mean,
Right. Yeah.
under duress.
Or was that Kevin McAllister in the future who had been a serial killer the whole time?
One of the things that I loved about watching Die Hard, because I watched Die Hard again.
Watching over his younger son.
I watched Die Hard again for Christmas because Andrew has never seen it.
Shut. What?
I know, it's amazing.
Girls, what do girls do?
I know. Their nails.
They be shopping.
But yeah, there was nothing we could do about it. I had to watch it. I had to watch it, and she was on her phone, and so she didn't. That's fine. I still enjoyed it because it's a treasure. But it's
is.
little tiny pieces of things that I love about those movies where they just do one little fucking detail that makes me so happy. Like he walks into Nakatomi Plaza for the first time and whatever. He goes up to the registry or the directory to find where she is and can't find it under her name. They're still not divorced yet.
Yeah.
They're like on a break because of reasons, and they explain the reasons, but like he goes and sees that her name is not there.
She's using her
but
maiden name.
but the terrorists know his full name, but they don't know who's related to him because she had changed her name. Like that's such a simple detail for the plot, but it's also not overly explained. He just goes, he looks at the directory, he sighs when
They
he can't
trust
find
the
it.
audience.
He trusts the audience.
They trust you to put it together.
Yeah.
Home Alone has a scene like that too. There's the reason why the reason why they didn't count the tickets
Oh, right.
is because there's
They
literally a
spilled it
scene
on there.
they spilled it on this pile and his ticket fell in the trash, and so they weren't counting the kids. They didn't count the kids, It's a very simple
Well,
thing
the
like
neighbor
that.
was there, and they counted
Yeah.
the kid.
Yeah.
the neighbor kid.
Yeah. So they had the kid. They didn't have enough tickets. They didn't need to worry about as many tickets because one of the tickets was thrown away, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Now, it's funny, but
because he didn't get his cheese pizza.
It's funny. You mentioned specifically the scene where he checks the name in the registry.
Yeah.
My problem with that scene is the dude goes, "Oh yeah, they're only people here in the building."
Sure.
Like, why had that line except they give the guy a SAG card? Like,
Right.
It's like you went the whole process of
Yeah.
establishing a very beautiful, like you said, poignant,
Right.
like going through the whole process, sigh, and 32nd floor, he goes, "Oh yeah, there are people here."
New toy, huh? Yeah, I think it'll help you shake your dick or whatever
Yeah.
that joke is.
But
And he's like, "Oh, it's 32nd floor. Yeah, they're having a party.
They're
the only
building
people in the building."
sympathy for when they shoot them.
No,
when
no.
they come in.
but all he had to do,
Yeah,
Take
who you here
take-
to see? Oh, probably any of the people that are
the
still
only
here.
people left in the building.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
I get
So
it.
just take that line out and goes, "Oh yeah, express elevators over there."
Right. Right.
But that one little piece bugs the fuck out of me. 'Cause it's like,
Sure.
It's like you knew the only people here on the 32nd floor.
Yeah.
The dude goes, "I'm looking for Holly Gennaro, McLean." Like 32nd floor.
Yeah.
He didn't have to type in the thing. So it's your point, which I think is a beautiful piece of storytelling,
Mhm.
because it actually goes through the whole where's their marriage. They ruin it.
Well, it distracts
Just like The Last Jedi.
yeah.
just like the Last
Yeah.
Jedi, a movie we'll never talk about ever again.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump. No. But yeah, so so eventually she didn't watch the rest of or any of Die Hard.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It is a shame. One day I'll grab her and
Tape her.
eyelids
She's a-
open. Yeah.
Pearls
Yeah.
before swine, man.
Sure. Let's go ahead and take our first break. And we'll come back and do
Okay.
segment 2. Bye-bye.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break.
Record that.
Oh, I did not, unfortunately. No.
That's his recording.
No, I just turned it on.
The Die Hard Truthers part?
No, I think that got cut out.
Son of a bitch.
Bam, boom, rock. We're here to rock you. It's like, damn, what a vibe. I got my own.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hey! Segment 2. Having a good old time here at Don's Depot. Still kicking it with Dylan, Chris, and Adam. So I just want to get it out of the way because I've been watching a bunch of movies. Andrew and I had 4 days off for the first time in our entire relationship where we didn't leave town. It was nice, just actually hanging out for 4 days over the Christmas
Just
break.
leaving town next week.
Yeah, to prepare for leaving town next week.
Well,
yeah.
3-day weekend this week too, which is fucking rad, and then 5 days in Jamaica, which I'm not looking forward to. I
Whoa.
mean, the butler sounds really rude. But yeah, so I've been watching some things. I was trying to catch up for some movies that like I watched Die Hard. I watched Schitt's Creek or Schmitz Creek or whatever that is.
It's Schitt's
Yeah.
Creek.
Schitt's Creek,
Schitt's
yeah,
Creek.
and that's charming.
It's
you know?
all right, yeah.
I like it.
I'm not hating it, but I'm
not
not
hating it.
loving it.
We watched Scrooged, of course, because that's an excellent Christmas
Natch.
movie.
Uh-huh.
One of Andrew's favorites, and so like we make Christmas food and like watch that and just had a good old time.
Oh.
And then when she took a nap, I tried to watch Atomic Blonde, and I literally in the middle of a fight scene said and turned it off. None of you guys have seen Atomic Blonde.
I have not seen it.
No.
I do not recommend
I
it.
saw the trailer and went, eh.
I mean, it
and
looks.
never
It was just sold to me
bothered.
like another. I always want to say Slick Rick for some reason. There was 2 movies that came out, Keanu Reeves action flick that I for some
John
reason
Wick?
John Wick, Slick Rick. Yeah,
Rhymes.
Slick Wick,
It was
yeah.
sold to me as a John Wick kind of movie, but with Charlize Theron,
Mhm.
which I love. I love her,
Really?
and it's boring. It's just so boring. It's a spy movie, and if I knew it was
Based
a
on
spy
a,
movie, I
based
probably
on a
would've been cool with
comic.
it.
Well, they did advertise it.
It feels like it's based on a comic harder than Sin City was, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's terrible.
Like, because they don't do anything visual with the comic style. They just make sure that all the scenes where they're smoking take fucking forever to finish. Like, I made a mention on Facebook. Seriously, everyone in this fucking movie smokes. And they smoke in such a stylistic Quentin Tarantino kind of way that I literally wrote to Ben Hellman, actually. It's like they're all taking their union break because they need a break between their
Yeah.
acting in the movie. Like, it's scenes where they're like, Charlize Theron, like, completely naked, like, from the back or whatever, opening her legs and just, like, smoking a cigarette and thinking about whatever the fuck she's thinking about. I'm like, just get on with the fucking movie. That's all I want is just get on with it. And even the fight scenes are like, just get on with it.
Because they're all smoking.
Because they're all smoking at the same time. And it's honestly, it's just like, I was infuriated
Hang
by it
on,
because
go to
it's-
Ash.
Right.
All right.
It was billed as she's the female James Bond.
I never heard that. I always heard John
that,
Wick.
that was,
you know?
that was like all the commercial they aired were like.
I never seen commercials. It was
Oh.
always like people watching it like at a fun fest or whatever and saying,
Oh,
like,
well-
"Oh man, it was so good. It's like John Wick." But you
Well,
know,
no,
the
those people
person
are wrong. No,
the person who said who really liked it was fucking Mike, and I love Mike. I love you, Mike. But you also like John Wick too. So
Ooh, that's a deep cut, but well earned. Yeah.
I mean, in the
I
sense
didn't hate
of
John Wick 2.
you what?
I didn't hate John Wick.
It's a
2.
bad. It's a bad movie. You can like it if you want, but it's a literally like objectively bad movie. It's as considering the filmmaking of the product, it was bad.
Well,
They reverse all their decisions about how important the character is, change him almost drastically, force him into non-motivated craziness. Then they place him in positions where he's even fighting against it uncharacteristically, doing fucking super dumb things. Preparing himself like a video game for just in case he does get caught when he never wants to get caught, so he walks straight in from the fucking front door.
Where they least expect him.
Yeah, where they least expect it. Yeah, I mean, like it's everything about it was just like, why? Why did they forget? It's like the people who wrote this got so high off all the cocaine they made from the first movie that they blacked out and forgot that they made a movie in the first place and didn't watch it again.
no,
The Last
they got-
Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
They got yeah, they did a bunch of cocaine after the success of the first movie, and then they got fired for doing all that cocaine, and then other people came in and made the second
But
movie.
I mean, I confirmed it's the same people doing it. That's why I was so surprised. It's like they were like,
No, they just have the same names. It happens all the time, man.
It's like Lassie.
it's an old Hollywood trick.
They
Yeah,
just
exactly.
brought
Yeah.
him in.
Yeah.
Menudo
There was more
style.
than one Mr. Ed. We know this.
There's a lot of Alan Smithies out there. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Shane
one.
Black is a
Good
very
one.
popular name.
Shit, Philadelphia's up to here in them, man.
No, I mean, like, again, like a movie if you want. People like Rogue One. I'm not talking about you. I mean, royal you. You know, people like movies. You like a movie for whatever you like it because it's trashy or because it's entertaining. That's totally fine. But objectively, it's a bad movie. Like, it's shot poorly. It's edited okay. The choreography is still fucking amazing.
Somebody Kali mod the heart out of the first one.
But
to
yeah,
make the second
they
one.
literally changed the idea of
get
because what do they call him? What do they call John Wick? The Uni Gugu? No, they call him what the fuck was the Russian name for it? I can't remember now.
I don't
Everyone,
know
but
Russian.
But it was the Russian thing for like the boogeyman, right?
Right.
But they changed the way the fucking boogeyman means in the second. In the first movie, he was the most dangerous fucking creation, the hardest assassin. You never want to fuck him over. In the second one, it just means he's really fucking lucky all the time.
Yes.
Like if you look at all the premise, everything that happens in that fucking movie, he just happens to get away with all of it. So like, yeah, I guess that's
With
a scary
pencils.
character too. But in the first one, he was like so precise and exactly what he wanted to do. Things went wrong, but everything he wanted to do, he had set aside. And in everything that happened in the second one was like, what's your motivation here, buddy?
Get a new dog.
Get a new dog.
Yeah. Fix my car.
I don't know. Like we can have a further discussion
Yeah,
about that.
no,
You know,
this is
like watch it
clearly-
again, maybe together, hold hands or whatever. Because I obviously need it because I'm so riled up about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you guys really need
this
to make
is
some peace here.
exciting.
So Atomic Blonde.
I'm not
All
angry.
right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
don't see Atomic Blonde either. Unless you completely disagree with me. Maybe you'll like Atomic Blonde. I don't know.
I'm
mean,
probably not going to.
I saw a movie that I know, Travis, you will love.
okay.
And it's the movie every comedian we've ever had in the show wants to be in.
Okay.
It's called Don't Think Twice by Mike Birbiglia.
False. Oh my god! Really?
I didn't say I liked it. I'm saying I think Travis
You
would
think
like it.
he'll oh, really?
I like.
Fascinating.
Number one,
Yeah.
I do like Mike Birbiglia.
I love Mike Birbiglia.
So is it another one of his movies like his remake of
No,
not
no.
remake, but okay.
So the story is it's Birbiglia in a handful of his friends / roommates. They're all comedians who do an improv group together.
Okay.
And one of them gets a break to be on their version of SNL.
Okay.
And how it kind of messed up their life. But
Okay.
what's I think is fucking fascinating because we've had a lot of comedians on the show. I've seen the comedians behind the scenes. This is their movie,
Right? Okay.
It's like these are it's in my mind for everything I've seen for all the guys we've ever interviewed or talked to. It's accurate as fuck.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, so that'd be okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's really boring. I mean,
I find it boring. I actually I thought it was a good character story because
right. I mean, and
there's like no one really wins. Well, actually, Birbiglia kind of wins in the end, but
right, you've got a movie starring Birbiglia. I forget Key or Peel. I don't know which one it is, but one of
Sure.
them.
Key.
Allison Brie.
Yeah.
Not Allison Brie.
The other one.
Right.
Jillian Michaels or Jillian
Yeah,
whatever.
Jillian
Michaels.
just
let
something.
me look it up.
Jillian
'cause
something.
Right.
The other one.
Right.
The
not
non
Allison Brie on Community.
Jillian Jacobs, Mike
Jillian
Birbiglia,
Jacobs. There you go.
Kate Micucci,
Yeah.
Right.
Keegan Michael Key,
Right.
excuse me, Chris Gethard.
Right.
I'm just like saying off names.
And,
that I
and they're in
forgot.
an improv group together, and you're like, "This is going to be awesome," but it's like this boring kind of character study of.
See, you say boring. I say interesting because I've met those characters in real life, and I think that's what I was getting at. The people we've had in the show, it was like watching a lot of their real lives.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I,
Okay.
I want to watch them on stage, I guess, not their real life.
I'm interested in checking it out.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was a South by thing, and I tried to see it during South by, but
you were drunk at the time.
no, I just couldn't get in or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
And you
no, I
never
was looking
forget
forward
them.
to it, and when it came on Netflix, I was like,
You didn't have
"Giddy
that
up,
Atomic Blonde
let's do
money."
this."
Yeah.
Right? It was like, it's definitely not. It's not a comedy, I guess, and you might think it is.
it has community. No, okay, no,
it has
I'll give you that.
moments, I guess, but it's
It's
not
a-
like
it's
a
a-
yuck kind of thing.
It's a dramedy. It's a character study. But again, I think because of the way they do it and the people who we've met through our show, I found it really compelling because of I think it's very accurate to what a lot of those guys either have lived or want to live.
Sure. Sure.
So, and I just found it interesting and fascinating. I think you'd actually really enjoy it. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
obviously, Chris will not enjoy it. So, did
Adam-
not enjoy it.
Adam, what is a movie that you want to lay at my feet?
I don't.
Have you seen anything recently besides Star Wars?
I've been mostly, besides being holiday busy, you know.
Yeah.
It's like Prison Gate. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I've been trying to catch up on a few things, and then some new stuff came out. Like the 4th season of Peaky Blinders released on Netflix finally. And I love the shit out of that show.
Yeah, that's your jam for sure.
And I keep waiting for it to stop being interesting every time a new season comes out, and they don't stop. It's amazing. That was great. New Black Mirror is great. I finally watched Glow.
Yeah.
It was fucking great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
Absolutely
Glow.
wonderful.
I really enjoyed Glow. You didn't, though, Dylan.
I couldn't get past the first like 20 minutes of it.
Okay, sure. Okay.
because that's when Alison Brie gets naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
After-
real Alison Brie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can never finish the video
But
after
after that,
after she gets naked too. Yeah.
no, but no, really.
You just clean up and go to
I
sleep.
just get hungry after she puts her top back on.
I just didn't. Nothing about it was appealing at all to me,
Okay, yeah.
except for Alison Brie being naked like the first season.
No, I found it to be pretty compelling.
I thought it was a really,
Yeah.
really good,
I-
really well done show.
but
Yeah.
you know,
you like
I
Mark
binged
Maron,
it.
so yeah.
Oh,
I don't even like Mark Maron that much, but I really liked him in this show.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't even know he was on that show.
Yeah, he's like one of
Yeah.
the big guys.
His
in it.
show is not
I
good.
mean, I'm not saying he outshines Alison Brie's tits, but you know what does?
right. I mean, that
So
goes
again-
without saying.
So apparently, I'm not getting past episode 1 because
Right. Sure.
that's the one time she takes her clothes off, right? Like,
Yeah. I think. Is there 2 times? I can't
yeah.
remember.
I know
Yeah.
the first one is in the beginning, right?
Mhm.
Because that's when I got my conspiracy theory, or further evidence of my conspiracy theory that
Which
they
is?
front load that stuff.
In
Yeah.
Netflix stuff specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
So
They
you
do
try
do
and
that.
Stick you
that's not
the
even a
whole
conspiracy.
thing.
That-
Yeah.
I think you're just on buzzing that.
Yeah.
All right. I accept.
Yeah.
I accept your terms.
You've unbuzzed the Netflix.
I thought it was a very, very good television show.
What else you got
Internet
going on?
television show.
The binging and the
Oh,
TV and
I'm
the binging.
trying- What else did I watch? I can't think right now. Like I'm trying Schitt's Creek. I'm not
I've-
captivated by it. It's not terrible.
I'm with Adam on that one. It's
Yeah.
all right.
I like that there were 2 new episodes of Great News, which is a comedy I
Actually,
am
there
captivated
were
by.
3.
3. Well, but
One,
maybe 3.
one came out like yesterday.
Oh, great! There's a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dating one, right?
Yes, with Meemaw.
I
Yeah.
love that show.
Yeah.
That show's so fucking.
It is a really good show.
Mhm.
I very much.
You're watching that, right, Chris?
No.
Great news. Okay.
No. Never heard of it.
What was the word they kept using? Over
It's
and over?
basically created by the same show creators that made 30 Rock,
Ah.
and it kind of feels like it's in the same fucking weird universe.
I'm in a panopticon.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what.
Honestly, for some goddamn reason, she's one of my favorite characters in that show.
Oh, Portia? No, she's fucking great.
Yeah, Portia is played by
Nicole Richie.
Nicole Richie.
She's actually great.
She's fucking amazing. I mean, it's like take 30 Rock, and instead of a SNL like thing, it's a cable news show.
Right.
You know, but like the world still doesn't make a lot of fucking sense, and it gets even weirder. So it still feels like people who live in that world who might have seen the Girly Show or
Right, right,
TGS
right,
or whatever.
right.
And I don't know, it's so fucking charming. And the main character, the main actress, like is just so fucking. I love her energy so much.
Yeah.
I want to kiss her till I finish. You
Until
know?
climax.
Yeah.
I bet she'd watch Die Hard with you.
But no, honestly, like it's very charming.
They
show.
do a
It's
lot
on
of
Hulu.
in that vein of 30 Rock. They have some of the best throwaway lines, just random weird shit.
So much random weird
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
You guys,
None of the characters really like follow their own rules in a lot of ways. I mean,
It's great,
It's
yeah.
wonderful. Yeah.
huh. How do we feel about Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
It's
I love
awesome.
that
Oh,
show.
it's phenomenally good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It-
rewatched
It
that.
kind of keeps getting
Really enjoyed it.
better in a weird
Yeah.
I feel like it's a
Every-
watered down 30 Rock, kind of.
No, it's different.
mean,
different
I expected that because I slept on it for a long time,
Yeah.
much to Travis's chagrin, because he kept recommending it, and I was just so tired of cop anything shows.
Right.
Because really, like, look around.
Well, you hate
It's a
hate-
thing.
You hate the police anyway, so just by default, you're opposed to it.
Well, I just
So
don't think
we're
they're
down there.
as interesting as the television. Much like how I dislike California.
The place
Just
you've never
in
been.
general.
yeah. The place you've never been to.
There are
yeah.
cops.
I've been there. I've been there now. Which is disappointing because I never wanted to go there because why bother? Every television
So-
show and movie is set there.
Confirmation
I may
bias.
as well
yeah.
be there.
Or do you-
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, I finally started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it has been one of the best rides ever. What a fucking great show!
It's wonderful.
It is.
It is.
And every single new episode, I
Captain
do a
Holt.
little, I do a little leap in my seat because I'm very excited because I know
Oh,
it's going to
that's
be
good. That's
fucking
good.
great.
For
because it
those in their
always
car,
is.
he actually did leap just now.
Yeah,
If you're saying that.
little tiny one,
Mm-hmm.
little butt flex leap.
Yeah.
jump.
Little Kegel flip.
Yeah.
Little Kegel, the Kegel flip.
It's an advanced maneuver, guys.
Yeah, don't.
He
Pull
pulled it off
muscle.
masterfully.
Yeah,
And the Russians give
You
him.
got to train for that, though. Don't do this at home.
Just need to do one. Let's take a break. We'll come back with more
One's all
show.
you need.
Frosty breaks, bitters mix, bitter cats, split,
This is a nice moment.
Shit, I got to get to where I'm going on this fortified train, slowly sewing my name on the quilted grades. Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we
I forgot they were Navy. That's funny. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Hey!
Segment 3. It's the Fighting 3. We're hanging out. We had Tumble 22 again for all those who are counting at home.
Update your scorecard.
And if you're gonna
Free
fight us
stamps.
about that, you are already
When we get
lost.
there 22 times, we get free chicken.
Maybe.
Oh,
Tumble 22.
we got
Hit us
Lucky
up.
Pooches once.
If we buy from you 21 times, will you give us this 22nd for free?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Listen,
hoping.
Tumble
we're about
21.
we're already at like 10 at least. So
If you
Wow.
want this free advertising, you better
Yeah.
pony up.
Mhm.
I mean, toss me out.
there are people in Ireland right now who really want to know what the hell we're talking
All our
about.
fans.
Yeah. Fried chicken. Done.
Favorite, chop chop. It's
Yeah.
easy.
I know.
Um,
Actually, that is a curiosity. Do they have American style fried chicken in Europe that's not KFC?
I don't know.
Churches then?
No. KFC is the only people I know of that actually are internationally franchised. So.
Yeah.
It's funny. They
Yeah.
have
And that's
KFCs
not really
in
food,
India
so.
that are vegetarian. Vegetarian KFC.
Why?
Yeah.
'Cause they
Exactly.
Because a lot of
cows
people,
are sacred. Chicken's not.
But they're still vegetarians.
yeah, lots of Hindis are vegetarian.
Huh.
They don't worship the chicken,
Huh.
but they still don't eat them.
And
And then they have the Jains.
that by default is the saddest sadness I've ever heard in my life.
Oh.
So it's all the sadness that I need the chicken. It's like tofu and then soggy tofu.
I don't think they do tofu.
No, and they
it's
can't
mostly just
anything
plant
that's
matter and,
they can't do root vegetables either.
So is-
like it has to fall off the tree.
So it's just fake mashed potatoes and gravy at this point.
There's also a lot of paneer.
I'm trying.
That's a cheese.
I'm trying to break
curd.
down what is the sadness bowl in a vegetarian format. Is it just
I
don't
get where
know.
you're
With
going.
the
Shit.
sheer-
just potato?
With the
Well,
sheer
I mean,
type and
it
amount
just-
of spices they use for shit, I'd be down for whatever. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's literally just branding at that point because
Yeah.
there's no chicken, fried or otherwise.
Man,
Um,
I don't want to live in that world.
no, it's. Although I will tell you, the KFC that I went to, it was also weird because it was one of those where everyone that works there is deaf.
You went to a KFC in India?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's how I know all this.
And everyone there was deaf.
Right, because there's
Or-
big signs that when you walk in, like everyone here is deaf, so get ready to point at the menu that we give you.
Are they actually deaf, or are they just tired of Americans shouting louder in English?
No.
at
It's
them?
like one of those.
Probably
I want
training
chicken.
little column A, little column B.
It's like,
they speak English there. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
but just by default, they go, "We're all deaf here, so just don't shout. Just don't bother shouting at us." I'm
Maybe.
American.
I get what I want.
I mean, the Indians I was with, they ordered by pointing too. So if
Huh.
there was, yeah.
So I'm looking up
Aha.
fried
Aha.
chicken
It's a
places.
Long con.
I'm looking
It's
at
a long-
fried,
Really
looking up-
hustling.
looking up fried chicken places in the European area, whatever. And I'm not seeing a lot, but at the same time, I did find a place called Texas Fried Chicken in Ireland. that,
I have my doubts.
we have to go. It's on. It's on Crumlin Road. So
Honestly, that makes sense to me.
Wait, what? Where in Ireland?
looks like it's on the East Coast.
In a city or township?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm
With
sure
a
it's in a
name?
city. It's the Unit 47 shopping center.
Boom.
That's all they
One
give you?
of the best shopping centers. in
No,
all
it's
of
in
Ireland.
Dublin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Dublin
Ireland.
12.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's one better than Dublin 11.
I mean, I thought so, but I don't, what do I know?
They lost.
Other side of the street.
They lost Dublin 11.
Yeah.
In
Oh.
It is a sad history
1916.
in that country.
Yeah.
It really is.
Famine.
Yeah.
But the
It's
British,
way
the
more-
British actually.
yeah.
Google Maps actually doesn't believe that there's enough fried chicken in Europe that every time I look up just fried chicken in Google Maps, it shoots me back over to America.
Yeah.
No. You can't possibly.
I
do
smell.
that.
I smell a money making opportunity.
the farthest northeast coast fried chicken location in America.
Yeah.
They're like, that's as close as you're getting, man.
Yeah,
It's-
sorry,
Yelp, but for fried chicken.
Well, it makes
in Ireland.
Uber, but for fried chicken.
Well, it makes sense for like a lot of like Scandinavia, for example. Like the spice in the food we had today would just kill them.
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very,
Well,
very
unless it's
anything about
in
Scandinavian
Sweden has
spices.
NFC fried chicken, which is near field communication fried chicken.
Yeah.
How do you pay for it though?
Well, I mean, hopefully you
Bitcoin.
have yeah, Bitcoin, yeah, on your
It says
You just tap to pay.
as in Göteborg. at the terminal. Okay, so it's in an airport. That doesn't count.
It
That's
came
how
with
they
the
get
airport.
Also, this chicken looks like it's made of chocolate.
What?
I mean, look at that, Chris. You see what I'm talking about? I don't know why it's black, and I also don't know why Jerry Seinfeld's dad is the picture.
Now that
Now I'm
that needs to
intrigued.
be the episode art right there. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. I'm adding this to the show notes for sure.
Yeah, bookmark that.
link to that in the newsletter. Sign up at drunkcastlive.com
We will explore this.
/news.
And
We
for
must.
our European listeners out there are one or two of you. Please, if you have any answers to this question, do you know what we're talking about? First of all, fried chicken.
And if you do know what we're talking about, please be assured our fried chicken can beat up your fried chicken.
Oh,
Oh, not
down the gauntlet.
Not because we're an American way, because
It's really good fried chicken.
yeah,
Yes.
what we're talking about specifically is we had really good fried chicken.
For
Specifically.
Pacifically,
Mhm.
not KFC. That's not real fried chicken.
people in South Carolina
It's
think
even
they
real
have good
chickens.
barbecue.
man.
Everything's terrible.
And I think just between Travs, like we got to be approaching 20 orders to these knuckleheads.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I love how
Easy.
we've just invented some frequent buyer program and
Yeah,
are
we're
about
gonna-
to get angry for them for
Yeah,
not
we're-
fulfilling it.
Self-fulfilling chicken prophecy.
It's like Jim Carrey writing a check to himself for $10 million.
Exactly. Yeah,
They were
exactly.
made for us, Chris Lloyd.
Future pacing. Yeah.
Our goals are smaller and I think more reasonable and easily attainable.
Very
Yeah, but-
realistic.
We're setting up
Very
our own little
realistic.
vision board.
If you say
here.
Beetlejuice
Right.
3 times,
The secret.
eventually he shows
It's
up.
the secret, yeah. You just ask the universe, and you get free chicken. That's isn't that the whole point of the secret? I mean, why are you shooting so high? Otherwise,
Yeah.
trying to find the perfect man.
Who do you think
Heavenly
you are?
afterlife.
Want to win the lottery?
Fuck
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
Just give me
You
some
want money
great
and
fried
everything?
chicken
Have some chicken.
for free.
And
once
no,
in a
I-
while.
People in Africa
Not
would
even
love
free.
to have that chicken.
We are advertising on their behalf.
Right.
So it's
truly
just-
the
yeah.
least they could do.
Yeah,
At this
just-
point.
Just some good old fried chicken and a sponsorship. Let's go.
Yep.
Is that
That's
so
right.
wrong?
I don't think that's wrong. I mean, it can't be.
So
anywhere.
it's not like we're asking for a space helicopter here. All
right,
It's-
right, or invisible jet engines, or whatever.
Unless
Or a
that brings us the
submarine.
chicken faster.
Wait a second.
right. Uber, but for promotions.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Trademark Drunkcast Live.
Yeah, too late. Yeah.
Go home, Chris.
Download the app. Get a podcast sponsor.
What are we fighting about today?
I mean, I think we already got it all out of the way, really. I mean,
We all
we're,
agree on
fighting,
chicken.
we're fighting over patents now.
We're done over. Done with
No,
Gotham.
that's
That was
East
off.
Texas. Yeah.
We're real Americans.
we are real Americans.
So we argue about fried chicken and patent law. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailing it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, what else happened? I mean, when we watched the Guy Fieri stand up with that guy, Shane Torres, is what I said,
Mhm.
I guess.
That was funny.
On Conan, he was funny.
That was very funny.
This is all sparked in the idea that what was Guy Fieri's Times Square's
Restaurant.
shutting
great
down.
American
Heart-
kick-ass hard attack,
Heart
hard
attack.
grill, whatever. That's shutting down. I think Times Square is going away from that because I think like all of the major chains are dying in Times Square somehow.
Oh, it's just
Like
it's
Olive
just
Garden's,
changing.
it's
Yeah.
just changing, but it's just so strange because it's such a touristy place. You'd think like a thing like that would exist outside of Vegas, but apparently
Yeah,
not.
but
You know,
Meanwhile, the Olive Garden in Hawaii will always make shitloads of money.
and the Outback Steakhouse.
The Outback
Fridays.
Steakhouse.
Oh,
Man.
Fridays.
The Outback Steakhouse is the happening place
Mm-hmm.
in Kona.
On the Big Island, yeah.
On the Big
I did
Island.
not know that.
That was a. I mean, we didn't go because we were trying to find food that wasn't
or
Outback.
or food that was
Food, yeah, we're trying
Or
to
we're
find
trying
yeah.
food.
We weren't trying to find ghost meals.
somebody's
meals.
fallen hopes and dreams turned into
Turn into a
mashed potatoes.
Turn into an onion that's been deep fried and
So,
smashed in
so
half.
Chris, you may have some experience with this with your international travels. One of the things Travis and I experienced going to Hawaii a couple years ago was the odd familiarity Americans have with their own home brands wherever you go.
Yeah.
I've seen it in Europe myself, but in Hawaii, in the Big Island, in Kona, like the restaurant, like the place everyone goes, oh my god, this is the shit, is Outback Steakhouse.
Like the locals are excited about Outback.
Everyone, like
Interesting.
Oldman style, everyone.
I don't know. Why
Yeah.
aren't you excited to go to Hawaii?
Because it's
I wonder.
no, don't listen. Stop. Again, I yield my cantankerosity to the floor.
Cantankerousness.
The ugliest trees in Outback Steakhouse. What a fucking deal.
But Chris, it's a twofold thing, Chris. Like, it's all the tourists who are dropped off on the ship from the cruise line.
Get off my yard. Get off my beach.
Yeah. Yes. Then the 4 or 5 people who are they're expats, I guess, from the mainland who go, I need the taste of home.
Just a little something.
Yeah.
Take the edge off.
And then there's
Too
the
much poi.
locals who live there who go, I don't want to have snow cones all goddamn day long.
Well, you know, the biggest problem with the locals in Hawaii is they have all these rules, and so they're looking for
Yeah.
a place that has no rules.
Yeah.
And it's just right.
Just right. I'm
Outback.
embarrassed at how long I listened to you waiting for that punchline. I was like, what rules is he talking about?
It's also definitely funny if you know the locals. I mean, it's not like they have they have a lot of traditions, but it's not like they're like adhering
A hard
to
edge
Yeah.
kind of place.
like
Right.
healthy or
They're not fundamentalists.
yeah,
They're just-
right. Food fundamentalists. I mean, have you seen Loco Moco? Do you know what Loco Moco is?
I
it's
do
a,
not.
It's a typical Hawaiian breakfast, and it's fucking delicious. But it's just as delicious as it is awful. I mean, you remember?
Yeah.
You remember?
Oh yeah,
Loco?
yeah.
Awful as in unhealthy.
Unhealthy. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, everything about it is awful.
Oh, it's all, yeah. So it's take white rice, like sushi rice.
Okay.
Cook it, obviously.
Sure.
Put that on a plate, and then take a seasoned hamburger patty. Usually throw some onions in it.
Is it?
Whatever.
I thought it was a sausage patty.
No, it's a hamburger patty.
It's
Oh, yeah.
just
And then you
hamburger.
throw a fried egg on top of that and cover the whole thing with gravy. And that's the whole meal.
Or
It's
or
delightful.
No, yeah.
or coconut
But
syrup.
the
if you're
only
nasty.
way, like honestly, it
Syrup.
is for anyone who complains about really any food. If you wrapped that up in
Right,
dough
it
and
sounds
fried
like
it and
a
made,
burrito.
made a hot pocket out of it,
Yeah.
it would totally work
Oh, sure. I mean, kolache.
as
you know,
a
or
fucking
whatever.
hot pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds very breakfast taco-y. I mean,
Now,
if you
also-
scrambled it and
also
put it
keep-
on a tortilla.
Now, also keep in mind, Chris, what we can't really explain
Rice
on the
is
radio is how
usually
much
there.
food that actually is in one serving.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Imagine your laptop, but that's one meal.
Covered in a bunch of rice, a seasoned hamburger patty, a fried egg, and a bunch of gravy.
yeah, I mean,
no.
the
I know what stereotypical
the-
Samoans look
the
like.
ones. Yeah, sure. I mean, the size that they're really looking at is like about 2 cups of white rice to start off. You know,
I mean,
it's,
yeah,
a,
that's
it's a lot of it's a lot of fucking rice already.
Right.
Actually, it's called.
I would probably just pass
It's
on
called
the
2
gravy.
scoop rice, singular
Yes.
scoop.
Yeah,
Except-
single scoops. Yeah.
Except
2
Okay.
scoop rice.
each
Yeah.
scoop is 2 cups.
I gotcha.
Well, you know, each scoop is a cup, but no, the natives actually they ask for a lot often on the menus like 2 scoop rice. Like,
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
what you get.
That's your thing.
Because they'll do it really early in
It's
the
the
morning.
French
and
fries.
Yeah.
They just need a lot of like super dense carbs for
Right.
because they are
live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well, yeah,
No, no,
It's hard to
yeah.
get food in there.
and a lot of them have 17 jobs because it's so expensive to live there.
That part actually is true.
Yeah, so they're usually very, very busy and running around and like, I mean, like we were
So once
sa-
they get off the crabbing boat or fishing boat or
yeah,
whatever,
or fishing by themselves in
then
the ocean,
they have
yeah.
the shake the palm trees job, and yeah,
and then some of them work for Costco, or all of them work for Costco.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Yeah, yeah, this is a real thing. This is not
you
hyperbole.
can't get to Costco and be starving.
Actually, my favorite story from Hawaii that I never felt more white and or weird about it. Big Island is more traditional Hawaiian natives live there.
Yeah.
It's the fewest number of tourists, basically. And we're in the one store that's not Costco, and they have an entire end cap of Hawaiian punch.
Is it Outback Steakhouse?
Oh, they love Hawaiian punch though.
No, and that's
It's right there in the name.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm looking there.
These guys get us.
no. I'm staring at this thing like as the whitest person in the room, and Travis, whitest people in the room.
Mhm.
I'm looking at this thing
I
going,
want to see a room where you're not the whitest.
I've been there.
Yeah, no, I'll check
Well,
it
we're
out.
gonna go check out Texas Chicken in Ireland. so
Just
Yeah.
doughy Irishman.
if
Yeah,
you'd like
yeah.
to donate to this cause, you go to
Moving on.
drunkcastlive.com/donate.
But that was just weird because like I'm seeing this thing like
What's
really
the sun?
you drink Hawaiian punch in Hawaii? Isn't that like some kind of weird
And spam.
Is that terrible? Is that racist? Is that
Right.
is that a joke?
Isn't that cultural appropriation?
Except they are drinking the shit out of that stuff.
yeah,
It's in the water fountain.
yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Deeds. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's what that
that's
is.
what it is, yeah.
yeah.
I were thinking about this. There's there's a side topic, but only on that one adjacent thing. There's a there's a great subreddit called We Want Plates r/We Want
Oh
Plates.
yeah, it's so
and
good.
it's an entire collection of people who are going to these like super like avant-garde restaurants that are like, hey, you should try this food that's been deconstructed. Also, we don't serve anything on plates. Like there's
Is that deconstructed?
this nacho platter comes out in a kitchen sink, a huge fucking kitchen sink. And so there was one picture, and we were talking about this the other night, Adam, myself, and Andrea. We're talking about this picture of what color was the liquid coming out of the sink?
What?
It was
It was not
problematic.
It was problematic.
cheese.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I don't think it was supposed to be cheese.
It was red.
It was red. So no, it wasn't red because red and blue are the only two. Red, blue, and clear are the only three colors that can come out of a sink. You know, blue is like, yeah, okay, this is, but it still looks clean. Red is most likely going to be punch because you could put anything in punch and be like, all right, sugar. And then clear. Any other color is like, there's something wrong with it. I think it was green actually.
Maybe.
There's something wrong with the pipes, you know? And it's like, it's a picture of this catering event where they're like putting this fucking, some kind of punch or whatever, this
Mountain Dew, man.
weird colored thing for these fancy people. Like, I don't know.
It came out looking like
They're
there's something
serving
wrong.
nachos in a sink. Like I'm still.
Oh, there was. I saw
Let's
one
circle
today.
back to that.
I saw
Like, I
one
don't know what's coming
today
out of
on there that
sinks,
was
but-
3 tacos on like a parchment liner in a fucking dustbin for a broom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Oh, they're just trolling.
They're just trolling people. Yeah.
Oh no, I approve of that.
I'll share some pictures.
'Cause
We
I
need-
hate foodies.
We need to take another break and come back and do a shot and finish the show. But I'll share some pictures with you guys, and we can
It'll be in the newsletter.
in the newsletter. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be back after this. Bye.
Wipe the dust off the canvas and wait till we break like
An Odyssey in 3 plates.
soul shoe tripping on his deep groove. And the night's new, what a feeling, what a nice mood. A bam boom rock, we're here to rock you. It's like
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
Second forward, the final four.
It's a toast.
It's Little Second,
The,
Yeah,
the, the DC sucks segment.
the DC sex.
Ooh.
Um,
I would have prepared.
I'm waiting for. I am still waiting for Justice League to come out.
In a way you can not
you know-
pay
do you-
for.
Yeah, not to pay for it for sure. I mean, I do want to see it.
But if we do have to pay for it, do you want to go together and hold hands?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We're gonna have to. Yeah.
Never let go, Rose.
Oh, speaking of movies that probably shouldn't exist, I did see Jumanji over the Christmas break, and
All movies have The Rock.
I really enjoyed it. Honestly,
Really?
yeah. I mean,
Did you ever see the original version with the Robin Williams?
oh yeah, of course, excellent movie.
And The Rock.
In The Rock, yeah, a very young The Rock. Yeah, he played the Rhino.
He was the Pebble.
He plays a pebble. It's funny too because like I appreciate.
Reverbs.
There's no reason for and I've talked about this before. There's no real reason for anyone to do something right, except for they probably should do it right. Like the turtle snouts and the new Ninja Turtle reboots, like just put snouts in. Who gives a shit? So there's something that happens in this movie.
I give a shit.
that has
don't do that.
No. I mean, put snouts in. Do it. There's something that happens at the beginning of this movie that they didn't need to do. They actually explain how it becomes a video game because that's the new story, and it's a really hackneyed thing. But I was like, all right, I appreciate you for at least trying it. It literally is like this. Like so, the last movie, the Robin Williams movie, ends with it getting tossed like in the ocean, and it comes out on shore, and it's on the beach. And so it's like right then is when this movie picks up. His dad finds it, and you find it dad because he brings it home. He's like, okay, whatever. Boom, he takes it to his son, and his son, it's 96, is like a big metalhead. He's got the big long hair with the butt cut in the middle, and he's got metal posters or whatever, and he's playing Twisted Metal. Like just fucking metal
Good
all day,
game.
whatever. And so he's like, hey, look at this thing I found, whatever. And he like looks at it, he opens it up, and he's like, a board game? No one plays board games anymore. And he sets it on his bookshelf. And then overnight, the board game's like, all right, well, if you like video games, here's a video game. And so he opens it up the next morning, and it's a video game. It's like an old, I
was wrong the whole time.
And like at that point, any person in the entire world would probably be like, well, this is different content than it was before.
Yeah,
And
that's-
it woke me up with weird drums.
There's a demon in here.
There's probably a demon in there, yeah. Which is fascinating, but at the same time, just don't plug it in. But whatever. And but I like that because there was there's no reason for it. Just like
That's a very cute callback.
it's a cute callback for sure. Like they didn't have to really attach the two. It
Yeah.
could have just been a complete reboot or
Yeah.
a re-boot or whatever,
a soft sea boot.
A soft sea boot, yeah.
a Ryan C. boot.
But it was, the movie was cute. The Jack Black. I mean, for anyone who doesn't know the rest of the plot, the whole idea is these 4 kids get called into detention, and they stumble upon the thing. And while they're in detention downstairs in like the basement of the school, they plug the thing in, want to play it, and they all get sucked into the video game with the characters they chose. And there's like a 17-year-old girl, I can't remember what her fucking name is, and she decides to pick the curvaceous genius blah 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 blah.
It's really Jack
And
Black.
it's Jack Black. And so Jack Black is playing a 17-year-old girl the entire movie, and he's fucking wonderful at it. It's
Oh.
amazing, you know. So like so it's like
so like The Rock.
The Rock is playing this. He's pretending to be a white Jewish boy. Kevin Hart is
Kevin Hart, that's the one
playing
I
a
was thinking
6'5" football jock
Who's now 5 foot.
who's now like
Zero.
he's like, I lost 2 feet of me, you know. And Kevin Hart does a great job, as Kevin Hart does. Rock did a fucking great job. One fucking great scene with The Rock specifically, where he's like, one of his special powers, because it's a video game, one of his special powers is smoldering intensity. And so when he's just trying to explain what they're going to do, he kind of looks off into the distance, and the music swells up, and all the girls kind of go, and like, so Jack Black's looking at The Rock as he's
That's
like,
cute.
he's walking kind of to the end of this hill, so he's like trying to figure out what the next steps are, and like he was like, man, he's so hot, like, yeah, it's something about him right now, and then cuts to The Rock, and he's like, don't cry, it's okay, don't cry, it's all right. He's just like trying to keep his white Jewish like freak out moment or whatever. It's like it's all a bunch of really fucking cute scenes, and like I wouldn't say it's gonna make any kind of movie of the year, but it's got The Rock in it, it's got Jack Black in it.
It actually sounds like
It's fun.
I'm actually surprised to hear that feedback. I was expecting much worse than that.
I mean, like I heard a lot of movie critics too were like, you know, it's a Christmas blockbuster movie, and
if it
it's
weren't for all the
actually charming.
sexism and racism in it,
Sure.
Yes,
Well,
I
I
can
mean-
hear it now.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that. I mean, like everyone loves Kevin Hart for some reason.
and never loves The Rock.
Yeah,
And as Tom Hanks has proven, because no one knows what he is.
because no one knows what The Rock is.
Yeah. Tom Hanks and The Rock were like in the season opener of SNL this past year said they were run for president and vice president.
Okay.
And the reason you'll vote for Tom Hanks
Rock
because everyone loves Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
The reason we vote for Rock is because no matter what minority you are, you think you are one of him.
Okay. Okay.
You don't know if he's black, or Latino, or Samoan, or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
and he's
sure,
like, yeah,
sure.
whatever he is, he's one of you. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just
A
say
blank canvas.
he's Obama's cousin or whatever, and be like, oh,
He's
yeah, I see it.
the anti-Swilton, is Tilda Swinton. Yeah. The,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The complete polar opposite.
I
of Tilda
think you're
Swinton.
underselling that point. That's damn it.
We haven't,
Sorry,
we
everybody.
haven't done the shots yet. You're already spilling.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, the anti,
a little bit, please.
the not anti, polar opposite of Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
Right. On
I
the
think
other
that's-
side of the coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as ambiguity begets.
Yes.
But yeah, so I'd say see it if it comes out on Netflix or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, good time.
I wasn't.
I've enjoyed like when that movie came out like past week or so. I follow The Rock on the Instagram, and The Rock is funny as hell.
He is
'cause-
funny.
And on Instagram, he was like calling Kevin Hart out for like being short, and like they were like fighting, like play fighting with each other, but using very inappropriate language
ingenuity.
from what you would expect from people who are promoting Disney's Jumanji.
Sure.
They're
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
like really, he's like, Ken Hart's a dumb fucking little shit. He's like a black tampon. Like
Jesus.
That is aggressive.
I'm
Yeah.
exaggerating
From
a
The Rock.
tad, but
course, yeah.
but only
the sexual intensity's there. Yeah.
but only with the
You've got a
the
smoldering
choice of
intensity right
words. Only with the choice of words, not the actual intensity which they were playing with each other. It was really ridiculous. It's like, holy shit, you guys are, wow.
Yeah, the Rock.
That's awesome.
The
It
Rock
came to play.
Rock also talks to his fans.
Well,
which
he
is pretty
was
cool.
cooking. Yeah.
What did he say? Someone said, did anyone figure out what The Rock was actually cooking? And he's like, and they were like, but what was The Rock's actual backstory? He's like, he never had one. And The Rock chimed in. He's like, actually, he was a chef. He was a French chef who would specialize in croque monsieur or something like that. And then it was like, oh well, now we know
What
he was
we
cooking.
officially know. Yeah, articles
what
were
the
written
hell-
about it. Yeah.
you can smell it now. You know,
He was in a mouche bouche.
Doesn't
Right.
matter what your name. God, that was fun. Back in college.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch wrestling, but I still knew The Rock.
sure.
It was fun.
Everyone loves The Rock.
In high school, I went to that WWF Raw with the fucking Steve Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Austin and Triple
Stone
H
Cold.
and the
Yeah.
beginning of The Rock, and because he wasn't The Rock when he wasn't. Who was he before The Rock? Do you remember?
I think it was
No, I
always
think
The
it was always-
Rock.
No,
he was
he-
always The Rock when I knew.
He was
about him.
another character before that.
Oh.
He
His
was-
name was Dwayne Johnson.
his name was
How
Dwayne
dare you.
Johnson. No, he had a heel character before that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
Yeah, and not his everyday. But
Yeah.
I can look that up later.
Thursdays.
So what did we miss this week, guys?
Ombudsman's going to be busy.
Bud's good at buds.
yeah. After he's cleaning up his shot.
His
Oh,
business.
business.
Yeah.
I like it.
He's all up in business.
That needs to be on our.
So what we missed this week? We want to talk about.
Well, I mean,
the
it's,
year over, we lost people with good times, whatever.
Oh yeah, New Year's. Yeah, we should probably cover that
yeah,
too. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's been a kind of a slow news week just because it's between
Yeah, let's talk
two
about-
ferns.
well, sure. Let's talk about the year then, because it is our New Year's episode.
Everyone coming out of 2016 thought 2017 would be better.
They were
Then
so
Trump
wrong.
happened,
Yeah.
and now everyone's even more miserable than they were in 2016, and everyone's super looking forward
Except for the
to
people.
2018, except that they're fools and idiots and short-sighted morons who
again,
have no memory.
This is
Chris,
wonderful. This is
Lloyd,
wonderful.
you call me curmudgeonly. Come on.
No. Well,
Cantankerous.
and even
Cantankerous,
worse,
cantankerous.
he's absolutely right. It's not getting better anytime
Sorry,
soon.
yeah.
Well, especially for you guys.
Hey, crypto's doing great.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Well, on the one hand, this is I think this is the point in the night where I actually draw a line between the table here. We had Travis, the eternal optimist, over here.
Yeah, he's the only
And-
guy keeping me around.
I'm kind of going to go in team optimism. You guys can fuck off over on your side of the table.
Good luck.
What?
I'd rather be over here right now.
No, I would rather be over there too, but
Come
Go
over,
over there,
man.
then.
It's nice. It's warm.
Go over
except
there.
yeah, right.
We have vodka?
That doesn't work.
I'm just as smart,
We have-
if
we
not
have-
way smarter than you. So I know
I mean-
I know what to expect.
I don't.
Being optimist is far harder.
Sounds fun over there, doesn't
Right?
it?
No, because living in a fantasy land is hard.
It's
right?
super hard. Yeah.
Right. No.
Because you can recognize what's actually happening and still have hope that the people around you are going to try to do at least something right.
Well, I don't have hope.
Yeah.
That's silly.
I
Well,
just-
hope. I'm not putting money on it. You know, there's a difference between hope and actually like
Okay.
betting on the future.
We're
Yeah.
on the same page now.
Right,
All
right.
I'll probably get some things politically. You guys are screwed. I mean,
Well, I mean,
I know. What do you mean you use guys?
we don't agree politically. And
Yeah, because
I think I'll
you're
probably get
wrong
some
about
things.
everything.
Yeah,
so-
no, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Do you,
That's
have,
what-
do you have a political leaning?
I do.
You're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's taken 200 and some years of politics for you to still not figure out that you're not right,
Oh,
and nobody's
no.
ever been right. And
about politics in general.
Yeah.
You're not attacking him for being a libertarian. You're attacking him for just having.
for
yeah,
having,
he
for
could
having
be
an
anything
opinion.
at this point.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's,
For having any opinion at all.
Nihilist anarchist. I mean, that's
That-
pretty.
That's Adam. Yeah, that's our boy.
well,
That's
no.
Adam.
I would watch that show.
I like. I want to think someone will figure it out eventually, but
Adam,
the
where's the
cheerful
roast?
nihilist?
Who cares? Oh, that's Adam.
Too many cooks.
too many cooks, too many cooks.
What is worth looking forward to then? What is one thing that we're looking forward to in 2018?
Is worth looking
One thing.
forward
One thing.
to
I will say
20
this in unabashed immaturity and hope. I'm looking forward to Infinity Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
there could be
I am not
there
that-
could be some good Marvel.
I
movies
am
next
not
year.
that optimistic.
Okay.
I mean,
I
every time
have-
I thought they are still knocking it out. I mean, they've got to fail eventually,
Mhm.
so that's fair. But I'll tell you what, I went into Ant-Man going, holy shit! But
Yeah.
it turned out to be good.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
figure.
because it's Paul Rudd,
I'm just
and
saying.
only one superhero.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
counterpoint,
Time will tell.
Civil War was amazing and had a buttload of superheroes.
It was a lot of fun. I don't think it's.
I wouldn't call it
I wouldn't call it
amazing.
amazing.
All right, fine. It would have been really easy to shit the bed. Like,
Yeah, it could have been
look
way
at
worse.
DC; they couldn't even do one.
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
spoiler: Justice League isn't that good. And,
DC
so-
does have one thing. I have yet to see a DC movie where a building was floating into the sky for 20 fucking minutes at the climax of the movie. Whereas
yeah, because
Marvel's
Superman
done
was
it
too busy knocking
19
them down.
times.
Now DC's thing is the pillar in the sky, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're pillar in the
Shooting
sky.
up.
Yeah. The death
I mean,
beacon or
that's
whatever.
weird.
Yeah.
Adam, what are you looking forward to in 2018?
I'm trying to pinpoint something. Well, I do think there will
That's
be
our Adam.
right, for as fucked as I think we consistently are. I mean, well, how's that different? From yesterday
Sure.
or whatever.
Sure.
I think there will be a lot of really excellent things over the course of 2018, and I think there will be a whole lot of dick stepping and awful shit, just like this year was.
Okay. So what's one thing you're looking forward to in 2018?
Where the fuck crypto goes.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
the whole scene. I don't care if it tanks. I don't care if it blows up. I just want to see what happens. That sounds really good.
Sure.
You'd be okay if it blew up?
He wants it to blow up, really.
He does.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah. He wants. He doesn't
I
want the
wouldn't
investment. He's not in for the investment. No, he wants it. He wants it to be a currency, and he believes the only way.
Oh, yeah, me
only,
too.
Only way we can get there is for it to tank a bunch of times.
Well, yeah, it's going to keep doing what it's doing. What I want it to do is overtake
Right.
conceptually.
Right.
That I don't think it will in 2018. By the way,
No, sure.
Just hedging my bets there. I'm excited about how it's been moving of late, and
Agreed.
I just want to see where it goes.
Good.
And I think
I'm adding that to my list too.
Okay, sure.
What he said.
Yeah.
Two things.
Yeah.
I agree with you too.
exciting.
Dylan, what are you looking forward to in 2018?
I think one thing that's been an excellent continuing trend the past year or two is the kind of the rebirth of exceptional content on television.
Yeah.
That's been kind of on a train for a couple years now.
Yeah,
so-
but
sure.
there's been a little bit of a pop in the past year or two.
Okay.
In that it's expanded beyond just AMC having a show that was good 5 years ago.
Right. And then
7 years
and
ago.
then a good show.
or
a good-
HBO taking that plunge that nobody could see without
the
piracy.
past year or two, there's been a small explosion of content that just kind of burst out. Not just on the Netflix side or the Hulu side, but even like we talked about repeatedly. NBC kind of coming back a little bit with the Good
Yeah.
Place
Yeah,
and,
Good
and-
Place,
and
great
great
news.
news.
Yeah.
And so
Legion,
Fo-
for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus,
yeah.
Legion, yeah.
that was on Fox, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but there's been some
yeah,
really
it was fucking great.
Yeah.
good stuff that's popped out
Yeah.
of like kind of
And
nowhere.
People of Earth was on like CBS or some shit. Like I would never have thought to look for anything on
Yeah.
that channel ever.
Yeah. Well, Orville, CBS.
Yeah. Also,
It's Fox.
Orville.
It's Fox.
Oh, is it Fox?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, again, surprisingly, it's Fox.
Well, there's something else on CBS that was pretty good too. I mean, whatever, doesn't matter.
But yeah, the past year, actually, 2017 was actually a pretty good year for smaller budget, high risk from the creators entertainment that has paid off very,
Yeah.
very nicely.
Yeah.
Also, original IP stuff.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is,
yeah.
That's
Not-
nice to
not
see more of-
reboot, yeah.
it's nice to see because the movies aren't giving us that for the next
That's true. Yeah.
55 years.
Yes, they're remaking Overboard. Overboard.
Oh, that's fun.
As in the Kurt Russell movie?
Yes, now
Shut
but
up.
starring Anna Faris this time.
Shut up.
Endless trash.
So
she's
to-
not married to Chris Pratt anymore.
Fuck you for it's forever.
But yeah, but
That's so sad.
TV has popped a little bit, and I'm very happy with that.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, TV.
Thanks, Stevie.
and
nice.
Netflix and Hulu.
No.
Except for your interface, you fucking suck.
Power of competition.
I mean, I'm getting excited for 2018 only because this was probably one of the worst years of my life. I'm to be completely honest. And so I don't know if it's necessarily going to be better, but it can't be worse than it was. Like that is a true thing.
Yeah.
And I want
Famous
to.
last words.
No.
I'm making a fucking point.
I know. I'm sorry.
Jesus
I'm also
fucking Christ! I understand everyone here is pessimistic except for me.
No,
I had a fucking awful year.
Again, I was
I'm just hoping.
I was
know.
backing you up. I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
say a
yeah.
thing that would
I
reinforce
know.
you.
I understand.
I'll stab you with this plastic fork.
Ugh.
Shut up. Better times.
So to that point, I'm looking forward to spending
Yay.
more time with you guys.
Yay.
Yay!
to an optimistic new year.
Yeah,
Yay.
to never having this problem again.
Anything you need to shout out? Like, I have one friend of the show, a friend of mine, Amy.
Yeah,
Has had a very rough couple of weeks. So
big hearts out to her for sure. Yeah,
big hearts out to
Yeah.
my girl,
Yeah,
and her dad. So
Yeah. Big shout out to my cousin Ginny. I know she's still dealing with the loss of her mother. There's a lot of grandmothers, a lot of people. Inkle, remember Inkle, Adam? He and his wife are not getting married, and they had a really messy breakup.
Wait.
You never. I don't think you actually met her, but like they were so everything about it was fucking perfect until it wasn't.
They were affianced until they weren't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Said he and his wife.
He and
I
his.
was like, that,
I meant
that
fi-
would.
fiance,
Yeah,
sure,
sorry
sure, sure.
to be
Yeah,
pedantic,
sorry,
but I was
sorry.
like,
No,
how do
sure.
you? Having been divorced, I was like, how do you skirt that particular detail?
If you had a bad 2017, I can't promise it's going to get. I can't promise 2018 is going to be better.
but I can tell you, 2017 is over.
It's over at least. Yeah.
Inarguable.
So tell it to fuck off. Hope I see it in hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then everyone else have a better time.
Chris.
On that note,
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm saying
Really?
is you got to shout out to anyone who the
Oh,
fallen, those
no,
who forgot.
yeah. I
We'll
mean-
do the music in the post.
Yeah. The Lloyd clan had a rough year too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to drinking this year out.
So we all agreed Fuck you, 2017.
Yeah, no,
Fuck you,
I mean, I
2017.
think that's fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck you, 2017.
I mean,
May you never happen ever again.
fifth season of Agents of Shield's turned up, but that's hardly a reason to
Sure.
ignore.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, here we go. Fuck you, 2017.
Adam, anyone you want to shout out to? Anyone who was
Chris
anyone who
Lloyd
was ever done wrong?
almost unbuzzed on himself. I wish we had video right now. This boy can't even keep it in his mouth.
Excellent timing. Excellent
Boys, the
timing.
men's solo up in here.
Voice with a Z.
I will say it is in
true.
fact
And
it-
two.
it
Roman
is-
numerals.
Actually, that's a good callback to throwing out his whole argument from earlier.
It is in fact not so hard to say goodbye to this.
That's right. 2017 proved our point.
I went to my second Boys to Men concert in my life this year.
There was more than 0?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I sat there and said that, I'm going to turn 40 and people are going to be like, tell me about that Boys to Men concert. And I'm going to have to, the only answer I can give is, which one? Like, that's all I can
Sure.
say. That's weird.
They're always so magical.
Yeah.
I don't. While I have a mini, I could. I've already said those things to them. The Mini and Varied who had their problems or are currently having their problems. It'll work.
Yeah.
It will.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you.
This is to you, 2017. We didn't get along. And that's fine. And I don't blame you for that. I barely know you. I can't even count that high. You've been around for, 2017 years?
Base year.
Yeah, older than me. But I just want to let you know, for everything we've been through this whole year, I still want you to fucking die. I want you to die, 2017. I want you to die in a piano fire, and I still don't even know what the fuck that is.
I should say I'm sorry.
I want to put you in a trash bag. I want to fill you with piss and throw you into the sun. And even then, I want you to survive. Because I want to find you again. Fuck you, 2017. Fuck you right in your mouth. Thanks for listening to this episode of Drunkcast Live. I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out. Chris, thanks for coming and hanging out with me.
It was worth it all for that.
Adam,
That
thanks
was a
for coming
sweet jam, dude. That was good. That was all off the cuff for those who are listening at home.
in. I didn't write it down or anything.
That was
I
nice.
love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
So, Merry New Year!
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year!
You know this?
You know this.
If you're listening to this, or you're listening to any of this, well, actually, Dylan, thanks for helping me run the show, of course. You're listening to this, and in the next day, just hilariously, if like the next day after you hear this, after me being promising about 2018, if something really bad happened, why not call 802-359-7468? 802-359-SHOT. Leave us a message on how fucking wrong I
Commercialism
am.
never goes away.
And I mean, like, we get some content about how fucking blissfully ignorant.
Drink away the memories.
The future is dark and full of terrors.
You still got to pay that rent.
If you like the show, you want to know more about the show, you go to drunkcastlive.com. That's drunkcastlive.com. Ringtones and a newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter. You get the Jason information on the things that Chris fact checks or thinks is notable and interesting to distract you during your day.
Drunkcastlive.com/news.
News. You can also go to /donate if you'd like to send us some money so we can go to Ireland and try Texas fried chicken, whatever the fuck that is.
I can't wait
I can't wait either.
to be so disappointed.
Yeah, to yesterday. If you want to do more with the show, you can go to facebook.com/drunkcastlive. We're at drunkcastlive on Twitter. We're drunkcastlive pics on Instagram. It's PICS. You can find us on the iTunes Store, the Google Play Store, Stitcher Store, any place you can get podcasts at all. Any place you see there's a place we can do comments or maybe a rating, do that for us so we can figure out if you're actually listening or if you actually like what we're doing. The more information we have about what we're doing,
The more we know about you.
The more we know about you.
Drunkcastlive.com/shop.
Shop is it goes to our Threadless store where you can buy all sorts of fun things. That money goes back to us, and you get to keep some pretty cool products. You know, the 3 Pence Moon shirt. It can be anything you want it to be. It could be a mug. It could be shirts.
An iPhone case.
An iPhone case. Yeah, there's a lot of options there and a bunch of different colors.
Shower curtain.
Shower curtain. Well, the shower curtain for the Drunkcast Live, especially, we still have that deal. If you're the first person to buy a shower curtain and send a picture proof, we'll buy the shower curtain back from you. If you are the 50th person to buy it, I will give you $200
It's a true story.
with proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purchase.
I watched you say it. No takesies backsies.
Yeah, no takesies backsies. It's a real thing. We'll give you 4 times the money back just to have a shower curtain, but you have to be the 50th person to do it.
So get 49 of your friends.
So tell your friends. Yeah,
Right.
don't
to
do
ruin their marriages or whatever.
yeah. Do the thing, and tell us all about it. You can also questions at drunkcastlive.com. And as like I said, 802-359-7468. That is a phone number where you can call, text, and leave a voicemail, and we can talk right back at you. We can talk about Hedwig and the Angry Itch and how it's not the same movie as Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. But as always, I'm Travis.
It's different.
It's way different, of course.
But we'll let you talk to Dylan about it for hours
Sure.
Yes.
while he's at work.
As always, I'm Travis. I love you so much. Next week, I'm going to be in Jamaica.
White people.
With white people, with my people.
We'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. And we will miss you the whole time. But don't forget about us. And please tell your friends.
And don't burn the
share
place
it.
down.
And don't,
Fuck's sake.
And please, and feed the cats if you can. Yeah, that's it. I love you. Bye.
We come to let you know what the deal is.
Like, I didn't want to step on your moment, but just watching you tap into the dark side like that almost made 2017 worth it.
It's like the most flattering thing anyone's ever said.
Like, no.
You saying that almost made 2017 worth it, too.